assume he's going to be QB1 on Thursday night. I mean, I don't think you sit Mac Jones for that entire game and then go back to him on a short week.
Well,
and the way Bill spoke yesterday, no chance.
Yeah. Other than Greesh, who wants Mac to start because he feels like he gives you the best chance of winning, which I still don't get. He's on that island
You're
fighting.
talking about yesterday?
Yes.
I as a former resident of the island,
Ooh.
I mean, I arguably the chairperson of the select board of Mac Island. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, is Mac a more talented quarterback? Yes, I think he is, slightly. But at this point, why go back to him? I mean, I don't, did Bailey Zappe, I don't want to get Courtney upset. I guess I'll say this without laughing. Did he show me that he should be a starter in the NFL with his performance on Sunday? No. He did not. But
I think I said, who gives you the better chance to
losing?
Win? No. of putting you in a position to winning or winning a game.
They're both, to me, they're interchangeable. I mean, it doesn't, when you say who gives you a better chance.
See, I think it's Zappe.
You didn't get. Bailey Zappe didn't throw a pick.
Well, then that gives you the best chance of winning.
But he continued to throw the ball behind guys.
I don't mind that.
He's not allowed to.
Okay, did he short hop a guy that was wide open for a touchdown to win a game when it was literally a throw that James could make? I love the boasting and glee from Gresh. They've each played 6 quarters since the Germany game. So Germany, Giants yesterday. The Mac Jones, 6 points. Bailey Zappe, 7 points. That's what we're talking about here. Mac Jones scored nothing in the first half against the Giants, correct? They were shut out. They scored 6 points in Frankfurt. So that's 6 points in 6 quarters for Mac Jones. Bailey Zappe, touchdown in the second half against the Giants, nothing against the Chargers, 7 points. So we're not taking a small sample size. That is 6 quarters versus 6 quarters. Those two guys with the same team. And the guy that Andy Gresh thinks is absurd to even question with Bailey Zappe has scored 1 fewer point in those 6 quarters.
Yeah. I mean, I find it hard, Curtis. I found it hard yesterday on the show, going back and forth with Courtney or whomever, to say that Bailey Zappe is the better option based on Sunday when you put up 0 points.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry.
Because they were in the game. If Mac Jones is the quarterback playing the way he did,
they were in the game until he got sacked twice. So you can blame, if you want to blame that,
but at least he didn't
blame it on the O-line. What?
He got sacked twice.
Yes,
okay, Mac Jones gets sacked. He has the worst pocket presence of anybody I've ever seen.
Okay, I'm just telling you, I find it hard to stand here and say Bailey's, Zappe fever, that he's the guy that gives you a better chance of winning. The two of them are interchangeable. They both stink. Stink.
Couldn't you go back to the Saints game, though? Mac wasn't able to get any points on the board that game.
Yeah, but
so it's like now they both have 2 shutouts.
Right,
okay.
but I get the points part of it, but it comes down to, it's this simple. Mac has turned the ball over a ton, and we heard Bill talk about job security is ball security. But I think if you just heard what Zappe said, it's simple. One guy, regardless of how, what you feel about him, he's not he's not much better than Mac. They're the same guy. But one guy buys in, and the other guy, you got to drag him kicking and screaming to get him to buy in. Bailey Zappe talked about the coaching this year and then made it a point to say the coaching was good last year. One guy, regardless of what people think, is programmed. And so if you're a coach, the guy who's programmed is going to give you the best opportunity to win, even though he might not have more talent, because he's going to say, coaches don't want me to force the ball. I'm just going to take the check down or I'll get sacked. Where the other guy has a little bit more talent and wants to kind of do his own thing, is going to say, you know what? I'm going to take the shot and force the ball into a window that doesn't need to be.
I understand that. I appreciate the fact that he didn't throw a pick.
Then there you go.
He also was unable to get you into the red zone against the worst defense in the entire NFL.
They both stink.
But I would say this, Greg, the Saints game and the Cowboys game, if the defense didn't allow a single point, Mac Jones still lost you both games. The pick six against the Saints, the Patriots, the offense didn't score a point. Against the Cowboys, the pick six, and they only put up 3 points. So Mac himself lost the game. That's one thing this team can't afford because the offense is not good. The quarterbacks aren't good and the weapons aren't good. They can't be giving the other team points and short fields.
It's like they both are horrible cars, right? But one has 3 really nice tires and rims at times, and that's Mac Jones. You go, wow. At times they look really good, but it's missing a tire. And the other guy is just driving on 4 donuts. So you go, hey, we might not get there in style, but at least we'll get there with Mac.
But with those cars, you've driven one for about a mile, and the other one you have driven for 50,000 miles.
Yeah.
So you have much more of a body of work to examine by which, listen, it's ridiculous to even question whether Bailey Zappe is going to be the starter. They play the night after tomorrow. So you're going to get to see Bailey Zappe again. And maybe the offense to me under Bill O'Brien, and we talked a little bit about this yesterday, is a nothing burger.
Well, it's the same with Mac, and don't give me that gresh where one's offense is different than the other.
No. I'm
they
not
both
saying
look
that.
the same.
It's got to be a talent receiver wise thing with Bill O'Brien because he refuses to even try to throw the football down the field.
Why do you think that is? It's simple.
I think it's got to be, unless the two of them stink. So now Bailey Zappe also can't throw the ball down the field.
Jake Browning's not good. They threw the ball down the field last night. It's simply a matter of scheme. Everybody in the text line was yelling at me for my lead that they had talent. It doesn't matter. Miami had talent, and their backup quarterback stunk when they came in. It's a matter of scheme.
Bill O'Brien, he understands scheme. He's not an idiot.
Yeah, well, his scheme is vanilla, and it stinks.
Because the receivers can't get open.
But that's the point of scheme, is you're supposed to scheme it so that even if you're not a good receiver, there's rub routes and different ways to get guys open.
Double moves.
Yes.
Was Juju open when Bailey Zappe couldn't throw the ball 8 yards to him?
Was Mike Gesicki open when Mac Jones threw it to the other team?
But
goes both ways.
Greg, and I get what I get what you guys are saying. Can they throw the ball deep? Yeah, they can throw the ball deep downfield.
They don't.
Well, no, they don't because the coaching staff has no confidence in their ability to do that. And then B, they probably look and go, well, we don't have a guy that can make those plays down the field. So therefore, that's why we're not doing it. It's a combination of both. But at the end of the day,
more on the receivers though.
No.
Watching on Sunday was more on the receivers.
At the end of the day, well, Sunday it's a little bit of how much did the rain play a major factor in that game. At the end of the day, this team stinks because you have no quarterback. If you had a better quarterback, this team would be a playoff team. It's just above average.